In this video, I'm going to give you a brief tour of our studio. In our studio, there's 4 panes. Currently, we only see 3 panes. I am going to create a new document by going to File, New File, Our Markdown, clicking OK. And up in the upper left-hand corner, this source pane, this is really the main pane in our studio. So I created a new file. I could also open an old file. So let me do that here. This is the pane I am most concerned about. So I will typically make this larger. I can minimize this and maybe move this over a little bit. If I ever want to, I can also make this really large by clicking this button. And that will make it the entire screen. And I can shrink it back down like this. So this is where we will work with our Markdown files or RMD files in this class. The pane down in the lower left-hand corner is called the console. This is where the code is run. So for example, if I run this chunk of code, it will execute, and I can see that it's executed down here. Our code also runs up here in the main source pane. So I often keep this console minimized. The other place or the other tab that we'll want to look at down in the console area is this Our Markdown tab. When I knit my file or compile it to an HTML file, this Our Markdown tab will show me the progress of that file being created. And if I get an error, it will show up down here. The tab in the upper right, or the pane in the upper right, the tab we will look at the most is this Environment tab. This shows data and other things that have been saved in this session. So for example, I have a data set in here called Cumulative Harvest, or Cum Harvest. Oh, that one's a list. Here's a data set called Cum Label that I could open up. The pane in the lower right-hand corner, there are a couple tabs that we'll be most concerned about. The Files tab shows the location we're in on our computer. So I'm in my Google Drive Personal Jungle Garden 2020 folder, and these are all the files in that folder. The Packages tab lists all the packages that we have installed on our computer. This is also where I can go to update or install new packages. So if I click install, I can write a package name and install it from here. The Help tab is used to search for functions that we might be interested in. So for example, if I want to know more about the ggplot function, I could search for that here. This is a place where I often will make the screen larger so that I can better see all the details of the help file. So that's our brief tour of our studio. Thank you.